Okay, so here we're going to use the calculator to find the slope of the tangent line to that ln function. Um, let me grab my calculator here. And derive. So I'll show you how it works on calculators that have the newest operating system, and then I'll show you how it works on like TI-83s and calculators that haven't been upgraded yet. Most of you will be able to just do this first version. If you realize when you're hitting the buttons you're not getting the same sort of stuff, I'll just fast forward a little bit, and then you'll see how to do it the other way. Um, so let's see here. Y equals ln 3x minus 1 over 4. And what we want is we want the slope of the tangent line. Well, that's the same thing as the derivative, so it's dy dx when x is 1. So after we take the derivative, we're going to plug in 1. Now, we're not actually going to take the derivative because we don't even know how we don't have the tricks yet for doing that. So, whoop. Okay. So let's come over here. Dy dx when x is 1. Now on the calculator, what we can type in is ddx, and instead of putting the y up here, I'm just going to put the y right here, and y is this, 3x minus 1 over 4, like that. And then when x is 1, that's what we want. Now all this is really the same thing as just y prime 1. That's what we're asking, except we're using the other notation for it. So on the calculator, if you have the newest operating system, there are a bunch of shortcuts. Alpha F2 is going to get you to n deriv. And notice it's even already in the form that we need it in. It's this form right here. So it's ddx and ln. And now sometimes it's kind of hard to see where you're putting parentheses, because if I just type this in, 3x minus 1 would have to be in its own set of parentheses, and by that point I've got an awful lot of parentheses there. So what you can do instead is, if you've got a fraction, a nice trick is going alpha f1, and this says numerator over denominator, and if I click on that, it'll actually make a little fraction symbol there for me. So now I can type in 3x minus 1 all over 4, and then I'll close my ln parentheses, and then these parentheses are for the ddx part. And then I wanted to evaluate that when x was 1. So this is really a fancy way of looking at it. It's just, what's the slope of this when x is 1? So there it is. It's rounded to 3 decimal places. It's 1.500. Now, if you have an older calculator, or one that hasn't been upgraded yet, then you're basically going to have, oops, let's get a classic here. You're going to have to do it this way. So you're going to have to go to math, and then scroll down, and find n deriv. And now it's going to show up like this. It's not going to give you that dd blank thing. So you're going to go math, and then scroll down till you find n deriv. And then at this point, n deriv on your screen is going to ask you for 3 things. 1, 2, 3. And what you're going to type in here is you're going to type in your function. Here you're going to type in the variable that you're using. And here you're going to type in where you want it evaluated, at x equals 1 in this case. So the function is ln parentheses. Remember now, 3x minus 1 has to be in its own set of parentheses for the numerator, divided by 4. And then that closes the ln parentheses. We're evaluating this in terms of x at 1. So those are the 3 arguments that you have to use for this, this function here. And you can see we get the same answer. Okay.